So it's day 5 of me being sick. I think it all started Sunday, and then I was hoping to be better by Tuesday, which was my husband's birthday. I wasn't, but I wasn't as bad as I am today. It just progressed. It just every day got a little bit worse. Other symptoms started coming up. So on Monday, I believe, is when I took the first test, and it was negative. Thank God. Like I said, we're all vaccinated, boosted up. I even got my flu shot, shingle shot, tetanus shot in the last week. Well, the flu shot right after the booster, which was in November, this past November, and then the shingles and tetanus I got a week ago. So I'm all back and boosted up and everything. But as we all know, you can still get COVID, even vaccine boosted up. The only good thing is it's such an arm of protection that you get mild symptoms, if any. You're not on a respirator. Don't go in the hospital and die. So it's so worth it. I've been getting vaccinated since I was a kid, and nothing happened to me. It protected me from so much. So I don't understand it, but to each his own. So yeah, so this is my 5th day. I started off with a sore throat. Then I ended up coughing a lot. And that's why the next day when I started coughing a lot, I definitely want to take the COVID test just to make sure that we're all good. So it was negative. And then the next day I started getting like hay fever, like itchy, watery eyes, feeling like I have to sneeze, but it was just like this pressure building up to my eye, which is what I have now. It's just gotten worse. And then every now and then I will sneeze, like have a sneeze attack. So at some points I have just like a pressure and then it makes my eye water, and at some points I really do sneeze a lot. I haven't been stuffy, but my nose started running like by the 3rd day. My nose started running a lot. I've been through like almost 2 rows of toilet paper, and it's not good because it's soft tissue, but it still hurts my nose. So I have to constantly put Vaseline on. And yeah, I've been taking Dayquil in the daytime. I'll take a Theraflu nighttime one in the morning, which is the opposite, but it works because it allows me to have something soothing in the morning and to get a few hours of rest. Then I'll take my allergy pill because I got the allergies going on, and those twice a day. Then after that, I take a Dayquil, which I took it at 2:51 today, and then I took my second Dayquil at a little bit after 7. So then at 10, I'll take my second allergy medication, and it's prescription medication. And then before I go to bed, after I take my shower, I'll do NyQuil so I can get some sleep. And that's what I've been doing. My husband made me yesterday homemade chicken soup, but I've had 3 bowls since then, and I'm kind of like done with it. So today I ate some regular food just a little while ago, and it was okay. I did mention that with the chicken soup, I love corn. I couldn't taste the corn, but I could taste everything else. I could taste the chicken soup so good. At first, I didn't think I could taste my cranberry juice, but it was because it had ice in it, so I had to stir it around a little bit, and then I could taste it. It was the corn, and that's weird because I've never not been able to taste corn, but everybody thought it was something normal. So I thought, okay, of I don't even know how my smell is. I feel I can smell some things, but whenever I'm stuffed or sick like this, I know my smell is not that great. It's not even great when it's normal. So imagine when I'm sick. So I decided I'm going to take a second COVID test. I have quite a few of these at the house. They're rapid tests. These are given to us by our clinic. It's 2 tests in one, as you can see there. The results are in 10 minutes. I never done this one. I had another one that was given by the Biden administration. That was the only one that I've done as far as a rapid test on my own. And I was negative then, and that was after my daughter's wedding, just to have some peace of mind, just for my sanity. We all took a test after the wedding, and so it was negative as well. But now that I'm sick, I took that first one on Monday, and it was negative. But because this is my 5th day, and things are getting worse by the day, I know I don't sound as bad right now because I haven't, my coughing hasn't like attacked, and this okay, there you go. That's kind of what my coughing, it scrapes my pipe, And so I'm hoping I'm not leading into bronchitis, as I've had that before, and it's awful, awful. And then now, see, my nose is running, so hay fever is kicking in. And now, my husband's starting to feel sick. I think he caught it from me, from just being in the same space as me. So I'm going to take another COVID test just again for my sanity, for my peace of mind, just to check in. This will be the second one. If it's negative, then I'll accept it, that I just have a horrible, horrible cold / flu type symptoms. And I think it could be way worse if I hadn't had the flu vaccination. It could probably lead into pneumonia. God willing, that doesn't happen. Yeah. So for the good of all, I need to do this now. I haven't done this one, so I'm a little afraid, because the other one, I would know how to do it, but I can't find my second box. I don't know if somebody used it already, because we constantly check in. We do PCR testing, which is detailed, full, complete, accurate testing, and then we do these when we don't have a chance to go and have the PCR done. So we have these at home. Like I said, I've gotten several of these from our clinic here. When it comes 2 in 1, but I haven't did this one yet. My daughter has tried both. The one Biden administration sent, which is a smaller box, and you have to wait 15 minutes. So I'm going to learn this one, and I'll come back on when I'm actually doing the test. So it's saying to make sure I have everything, which I have my tube, and the tube holder is this one right here. So I'm going to put that in there. A test strip, which is this one, and a swab, which is this one. So I have everything. Then it says to make sure you wash your hands, which I just did, but I blew my nose. So I'm just going to, they say to use sanitizer if you want. Okay, what's happening with the sanitizer? Oh, there it goes. And to make sure your hands are really dry. So I'm going to do that. I put too much. My dogs are barking. We just took them outside for an hour. So it feels dry. Okay. Need my glasses. So step 1 was washing your hands or using sanitizer. I did that. I checked my test kit, make sure I had everything. Timer's not included, so I'm going to use my phone as a timer. Place tube in the tube holder. Remove cap from the tube and place it in the tube holder. Use of gloves is recommended. I don't have gloves. Step 3, remove the swab from its wrapper, being careful not to touch the swab head. Gently insert the swab a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch into the nostril, depending on the size of the person's nose. Firmly rub the swab in a circular motion around the inside of the wall, each nostril at least 4 times. Be sure to rub both nostrils with the same swab. Note, if you are swabbing others, please wear a face mask with children, blah, blah, blah. Place swab in the tube. Immediately place the swab into the liquid inside the tube and ensure it is touching the bottom. Stir 3 to 4 times. Leave the swab in the solution for 1 minute. If the swab is in the solution for more than 10 minutes, it should not be used. Leave swab in at least 1 minute. Okay, remove swab from the tube. After 1 minute, remove the swab from the tube by rubbing the swab head against the inside of the wall of the tube to squeeze out as much as liquid as possible. Dispose of the swab in the trash. Open the test strip pouch carefully at the slit and hold the test strip as indicated. Hold here. Do not touch here. Place strip in the tube with the arrowing pointed down. Leave the strip in the tube for a full 10 minutes. Do not handle or remove. Leave strip in at least 10 minutes. Remove test strip from the tube. Next, place the strip on the outline in steps. Place the test strip on the outline in tests 10 and 12. In steps 10 and 12. Okay. Check for positive COVID test. Below, compare with test results. Examples. Show the test strip is on a flat surface in good lighting. The test is intended to be read at 10 minutes. If the test is read before this or read more than 5 minutes after the indicated read time. Okay, so I think I got it. See, I don't want to blow my nose because then I have to do it. I'll blow my nose. I have to use sanitizer again. Oh, I keep put too much on. I don't know why I do that. Okay, it's dry. So open this. So the swab is this way. But I want to open this first. Okay. Let me read that again. Okay, here I go. Pill here. So here we go. So it says stir 3 to 4 times. I did that. I stirred 4 times. So now leave it for a minute. Okay, so it's been 1 minute. So it says to remove it by rubbing the head against the inside wall to squeeze as much liquid as possible. Dispose of the swab in the trash. So I'm just going to put it back in the package that it came in to dispose of it. Then it says to open the test strip, which I gotta wash my hands again. I use sanitizer again. I always put too much sanitizer. Jesus, what's wrong with me? This is where I gotta be careful now. The test strip. Okay. So open at the slit. So it says hold here. Carefully at the slit and hold the test strip as indicated. Do not touch here. Place the test strip in the tube with the arrows pointing down. Okay. Leave the strip in the tube for at least a full 10 minutes. Do not handle. So here is the tube, and I'm going to put it in there as so. It's touching the bottom. It says to make sure it touches the bottom. Then I got to leave it in for 10 minutes at least, and no more than 15 minutes. So let me go ahead and do that and see what happens. My God is always with me. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be negative. Please. So there's like 2 minutes and maybe 20 seconds left because I just checked and it was 2:57. So I'm assuming by the time I got to my recording, it's around 2:20, maybe less than a minute now to go. But you might hear the timer go off. When the timer does go off, I'll shut off the recording because I don't think I could do both. I think my recording shuts off when I go to something different. And I'll check it, but I'll turn off the timer and then I'll come back and record actually me reviewing the results. God willing, I don't have COVID, that this is just some horrible cold slash flu, hay fever type of thing. I heard a lot of people are getting this, and I heard a lot of people are saying it's due to climate change. When my daughter went on her honeymoon, she said she was in very hot weather in Disneyland, and then when they went to their next destination, it was cold, and she ended up coming back sick, her and her boyfriend, and they tested for COVID before they came in the house, and they were negative, and they had what I have, and maybe mine's is even a little worse, I don't know. But they kind of leaned more from cold to flu. I'm leaning more from cold to allergy, hay fever type of thing, and the way I cough, it seems like it could lead into bronchitis. I'm hoping I don't have that because I've had bronchitis at least 3 times in my life. It's contagious. It is not fun. I always end up in the hospital, at least in the emergency room, and it is not fun. And I don't want that either. I just want this to be a simple cold hay fever type of thing that hopefully by next week it'll be better. So don't want it to be COVID. Like I said, I feel safe and at peace. I feel pretty protected, more than I have protected myself. I cannot do. I wear a mask from the time I leave the house to the time I come back, if I even go anywhere. And sometimes I'll wear it around here, like I've worn it around here when I'm going to be in close space with my family, like being in the kitchen at the same time. I'll wear the mask, or if we're passing through the hallway or something like that. If we don't feel right, we do it. Like I said, we're vaccinated and boosted. I even got extra vax that I needed: flu, shingles, tetanus. I can't get any more, but if there ever is another one, I will get another one because I've been vaccinated since I was a baby and nothing has ever happened to me or anybody that I ever known. My son is autistic, and they have done extensive, extreme scientific research over and over through decades. Vaccines do not cause autism as far as all of the research and the data and the science. And like I said, so I don't know if you heard that timer went off. So let me put on my glasses. My glasses get dirty really fast. I have a light to see really well. So let's see what's happened here. One line. I'm negative. Not even a faint line at all. And there it is. Let me turn this light off. Maybe you can see it better. I don't know. Does that help? Sometimes I think the lighting, so it's one line. There's not even a faint line at all. Thank you, Jesus. I am negative.
Good news.
Yes. Totally. Good news, baby boy. My son just came in and he's like, good news.
If it was COVID, I would have catch it too, because COVID is more contagious than cold.
So that's my second test within a 5-day period. So I'm pretty sure at this point I don't have COVID. Okay. So thank God. I mean, my family can be tested if they want as well. You know, just like I said, for peace of mind, for their sanity, just to be safe than sorry, that type of thing. We got plenty of tests here to do that with. So yes, I just wanted to do that. Now I'm more than sure that I don't have it. So just wanted to share that with you. So it's pretty much sinus, probably throat infection. Okay. So I told my daughter if I'm not better by Monday, I'm definitely gonna see the doctor. Just because if it is infection, I need antibiotics, and I can't just take antibiotics because I'm allergic to penicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, any of those type of antibiotics. So they have to give me a specific one. So definitely, and all the cough medicines and stuff that I've been taking say if your cough persists more than 7 days, you should see a doctor. So yeah, so if I'm not ready, not better by Monday, I'm definitely going to make an appointment, see the doctor, and just get some antibiotics if I do have an infection, which is most likely, and then probably get some stronger stuff to get rid of this faster. So, because this is miserable. I'm looking fine as I'm talking to you, even though you can clearly hear I'm sick, and you saw me coughing a few minutes ago. But you haven't seen the worst. I've taken pictures and some small clips that I'll insert here of how I look and how I feel. So maybe that'll give you an idea. I'm trying to document it so you can see. But it gets really intense, really bad, especially with the sinus pressure and then the itchy, watery eyes, and then my ears even itch. To me, itchy ears, they always say is a sign of infection. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up having to go to a doctor to get antibiotics, because I don't think this medicine is gonna do it. So yeah, so I got 10 o'clock. I'm taking the allergy medication, and right before I go to bed, which is around midnight, I'll take the NyQuil to get some sleep after I take a shower, and then see how I feel tomorrow morning. I had an appointment tomorrow morning for my back because my back is in severe pain, believe it or not. And I waited 2 weeks for that appointment. Being in severe pain, you should see somebody right away, but he was booked, and I had to cancel it. Now I have to wait till the 31st to see him. So I'm like, great. It's like I'm getting all these things at once. So okay, that's it for this part of being sick and COVID testing. I'll probably add one more clip from tomorrow just to show you how I'm doing tomorrow. And maybe up until I have to see the doctor, I'll just check in with you guys. So stay tuned. Oh, I'm so sick. I don't have COVID. Thank God. But I am sick. Really sick. Lots and lots of coughing and mucus and sneezing and watery eyes, sore throat. I'm tired. Don't have any energy. My head hurts now. Wasn't hurting yesterday or 2 days ago when this started. But my head is hurting now. My body doesn't hurt, but my head is hurting. I feel miserable. My husband's making me some homemade chicken soup with some French bread. Hope that helps. At night, I'm taking NyQuil, and this morning I drank a cup of Theraflu, and it's a nighttime Theraflu, and it helped me sleep for a while. And then at 2:34, I took some Dayquil for the first time, and then at night I take the NyQuil to also get some sleep. I just want to feel better. I don't like being sick. But I'm so thankful it's not COVID. I mean, my whole family and myself are completely vaccinated and boosted. I even got my shingles back, my first dose, a few days ago. And I got my tetanus shot, and that's once every 10 years. Shingles is 2 doses. So in 2 months I have to get the second one. And then we're all vaccinated and boosted up. And I got my flu shot on the end of last year. And I get it every year. So, yeah, I wear my mask everywhere I go. So this is some homemade chicken soup that my husband made me. He makes it so good. I learned how to make it too, but I still think he has a level above me. It's made with chicken and potatoes, and it has corn on the cob and tomatoes and other vegetables, and I like it with soft, fresh French bread. I just took a bite of it, so that's what you see, kind of a little messy here and a little bite over there. But it gives me back my nutrients and my vitamins, and it gives me back my strength. This is my first bowl that I'm eating. He just made it. It's like fresh off the press. And so I'm already feeling good with just a couple of spoonfuls. So, yeah. So in the clip you just saw, I was totally pointing towards the soup because that's what I was focusing on. I totally forgot to turn it towards me, but that's okay. When I'm talking about something, I kind of like the camera to focus on that. But then I kind of gave you a brief story of when I started getting sick, how I started getting sick, and all that stuff. So that's okay. Now the camera's pointing towards me. Not that it's a good look because I'm sick. I have no makeup on, but it's okay. I just want you to see. See, these are potatoes. It's so good. Nothing like homemade chicken soup when you're sick. I had to eat because we didn't have the ingredients the other night. We have everything in this house, but normally we do carry chicken at all times, and we always have a bag of potatoes on hand. Corn might be something we need to go out and get. And we try to have French bread as often as we can, but for some reason, the first day I got sick, I didn't have any of that. So I had to eat top ramen soup, and top ramen soup, I love top ramen soup, but it is not the best soup when you're sick. But it was something better than nothing, but you can completely feel and see the difference in the homemade chicken soup. So this is the chicken. I hope you can see that. Try not to drip it. So good. Here's another piece that maybe you can see better. But I'll drop it. And it does have, I think, like zucchini in it. This is the corn on the cob. This corn on the cob has no taste. That's the only thing that's weird. Maybe because I let it sit out and now it's a little cold as I was trying to do the video. But it's still good. I know that's kind of scary when you say you can't taste something. But the fact that I could taste the soup and this is the only thing that I really can't was okay. Corn on the cob may not be the best ideal thing right now, but I just have to have it in my chicken soup. It is not the same without it. And homemade fresh French bread is the best. It goes perfect. Here's the zucchini. Oh, get it again. There's the zucchini. Oh, I'm trying to lean it towards you. Also good. Highly recommend when you're sick. If you know somebody that knows how to make chicken soup, totally make it. So I'm going to finish eating this so it doesn't get cold because I'm talking. And talking kind of does take my energy away. So I'm going to finish eating this and I'll let you know how things progress. Hopefully things don't get worse and I have to go to the doctor. I don't think so. I think it's going to get better. But I keep taking my medication and I have a whole pot more to go for chicken soup. So I think if I keep fluids down, which I'm a water drinker, I drink a lot of water, but I have some cranberry juice that I'm going to have my husband get me. In fact, I should have told him to have it for me with my soup because I always like to have a little cold drink with my soup. It's weird, and cranberry juice is my favorite, and I drink it all the time. I have it on hand at all times. And so that's the juice of choice that I'm going to be drinking to keep fluids down. Plus I have a jug of water that I put every night. I fill it up with ice, and I fill it up so it's still cold by the morning. So I haven't drunk much last night. I drank maybe that much. But I also keep this down. So I'm going to have water and cranberry juice. Take my medication. I might need an allergy medication because I can see my allergies are kicking in with the itchy, watery eyes. But NyQuil does have something for that inside of it. So Dayquil is every 4 hours. So probably in 6 hours, well, I took it at 2:34. So at 6:30 around there, I'll probably take another Dayquil. And then I'll do a tea because I don't go to bed till like the wee hours. Probably do a tea, and then a few hours later, my night coat will go to bed. And of course, some more homemade chicken soup. So I'll let you know how it all goes. This is the Theraflu nighttime tea that I drink. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and I've been coughing so bad. I'm so sick. It's gotten worse. So we're here at the doctor's. My husband just got done with his appointment at 9:15. We call on Monday to try to get a same day appointment. You call at 8 and they see if they can see you the same day. They didn't have anything, so they only had one available the next day, which is today at 9:15. And they asked which one we wanted to do, and I said, take my husband. He's diabetic and he's worse right now. So they did, and then they kept me on the list. And then they said, if anything comes up, we'll call for you. So this morning as I was calling on the other line, they called me and said, we have a spot for you at 10:30. So now it's my turn. They actually took me early because they didn't have somebody.